This is Sam with the Frugal Hugel Gardener. I'm here in DeLand, Florida with Lonnie of the Reed Farm, and he's going to talk about mulch and compost.
Mulch has been key to my success. If you see behind me, all around me, everything is mulch. This was sand property when we got it, and we had struggled to grow things, just trying to learn the landscape and learn the climate and everything. And then I came across mulch and the back to Eden gardening style, Hugel culture style, where it's just based on wood decomposing and feeding everything. So this has been this came from the tree service. The local arborist chops trees and they chip them all up. They have to pay to dump them. So when they find a place that they can dump for free, they love it. So I've had, I don't know, 100, 150 loads dropped over a couple of years here, and I've spread it like everywhere. I've spread it almost this entire property. So they dump it here, and I've had it sitting here. You can see actually there's some mushrooms right here that have been just working, and that's a mushroom's job, is to break things down, create soil, generate soil, regenerate. That's what this is all about. Regenerative agriculture is using what we have to keep it going. Mushrooms are like key, super key to this. They break it down, and if you dig in just a little bit, you see it's black. It's a little darker, and the deeper you go, the blacker and nastier it gets, until you get down to where it really starts to get funky. And this is the stuff that I'm using at the base of my beds, and then, it just breaks down more and more and more and more over time. And I will put this stuff all down at the bottom of all my beds, all the holes I dig to plant trees, especially banana trees that love moisture and nutrient-rich organic matter. This stuff is the best.
So how much do you put in?
I'll put about 6 or 8 inches in the bottom of the hole that I dug. It was maybe like 1.5 to 2 foot deep. I'll line the entire bottom with a whole bunch of that nasty black stuff, and then start to put some soil back in, some compost and other stuff that, just whatever's around here basically. If I'm cleaning out the rabbit stalls, I'll mix that all in with some of the sand, but all gets piled on top, always on top of a pile of mulch, because it's, that Hugel culture system, it works. You don't have to use logs, you can use mulch because it's broken down halfway already.
Now, on all your garden beds, do you put the mulch on top of the soil?
Always. Retains moisture. Keeps the moisture in the soil. It'll keep the soil cooler. It'll keep the soil warmer when it needs to be. It just keeps everything at a little better, just median, like insulation.
And how does that help with the plants?
Well, it just keeps the water in. That's our biggest struggle here, is moisture retention. So when I can keep the water in my beds just by mulch over top, it also keeps the weeds down. We'll mulch an entire area and then transplant all our stuff. Just move the mulch back, transplant in, put the mulch back over it. No weeds.
So if you want to get yourself some dump truck loads or just a little bit of wood chips to turn into some good rich nutrients for your garden, look online for your local arborist. Look for a truck around town, see if they'll dump in your yard. Call up the city, they might have a place where you can go pick up some for free. You might just have trees in your backyard. Get up all the leaves and twigs, put them in a pile. Eventually they'll kind of be like this.
That's how I found it, the same way you did it. Just call everybody. Call every tree service close to you and just say, hey, I've got a spot, I need some mulch. Could you dump here? Eventually you'll find it.